Good afternoon, everybody. It's Matrix here, and here's my recap for the Small Accounts Challenge, December 12th. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those days where I really hate making recaps because it's a red day. So let's pull in my P&L here real quick. Red day down $37 and 36 bucks, 18 tickets after commissions, probably down $50. Um, yeah, so it's not a good day. um AEO, I managed at the open to grab it short, and I was up about $30 and change, and now I'm down on it. Play, at the open, I was down $40, and now I'm up on it. Apple, this was a scratch trade that didn't work, and I cut losses quickly. So I'm not even going to talk about Apple because it was literally a few cents, and I just cut it off because I saw that it didn't work. All right. So let's bring in my tickets, and let's see how I should do this today. Okay, let's bring in my tickets. Lots of tickets today, so there it is. Set my times. Okay, so let's go with play. Play Dave and Buster's was earnings reaction loser from last night's. I was looking. Here's that daily chart. It gapped down really big, and I was looking for a gap fill a little bit up until 46 and down. So I talked about this last night. I was saying that this stock really likes the even numbers here. Now it's trading around the 46 area. So here it is, right out of the gates at the open. When it popped up and sold right here on this first candle at 9:30, and I saw it rejected 46. The next candle, I waited. I saw it pop up and reject this opening range again. So I started in. Now my initial plan was to try to get in at 46. So as it started coming down, I took 25 shares. Really small size, with my max shares being 100. Also, the spread was 30 cents at the open. Right now, the volume has came in, and the spread is about only 4 cents. Okay, so because of the spread and because it wasn't really right at my plan, I didn't take it first candle. I used starter size, and I didn't want to miss. So my plan was to add up into this 46 area and get a better average. So once I got in here, the 25 shares, it worked right away. And then it bounced literally right off this 44.60 area, 44.50 area. I didn't pay myself because the share size was so small. I was looking for a fail and bring it all the way down to the low of days, or low of yesterday around the 43 here, where it made support. But or at least even 44. That's what I was looking for, like a nice even number here. So my average was at 45. I got in really good. I was looking for $1. Now with 25 shares, I just let it run. It came back, tested this 45.50 and held. So I was sitting okay with it. And then it made a doji and then popped again. It went right up and through the 46, which was my stop, but I held on because I wanted to see what the next candle did. So the next candle dumped again. So right back at $45, and I was thinking, okay, this is this might work, as I saw this snap back through down the VWAP. But the next candle opens up, and it started chugging along. Eventually, I stopped out right here at 46.50 when it tested. It failed. I wanted to give it one more candle just to make sure it doesn't break the highs. As soon as it broke these highs here, I stopped out. Okay, so where was the stop out? Right here, 46.55. So I literally stopped out as soon as it's broke above this high of this candle. And from then on, I just sat there and watched it. Now, as I watching it, I scrolled out of the chart and I drew this uptrend line. Now, the next trade happens. I was sitting and waiting, and I was watching this chop happen. This double top I didn't take. There was a nice double top here. I didn't take the double top just because the numbers were a little off, right? Because it was only a double top. It didn't match any psychological area right here. 47.25. I guess that's a nice area, but I usually don't really pay much attention to the 25 cents. And then we see this lower high right at 47 here. A quick double top again, 47. Right. And once again, I hesitated. I didn't take the trade because I got beat up so bad on it. So this double top could have took the trade here as well. It was still holding this major uptrend line. So basically, I was just sitting and waiting, and then I saw it finally snap. Now, when this uptrend line snapped, it was kind of like the backside here, and let's change this bubble to make it a little bit more transparent so you guys can see why I took this trade here real quick. Okay. So once this thing came down hard, I basically was watching it, and then I saw it snap this trend line, and then it popped back up and reject the 50 EMA here. So I took the trade, and this trade was 1108. Oh, I took one at 1108 as well. 1108. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the trade right here on this candle right here. Yeah, so I took the trade here as it rejected the 50 EMA. I saw the trend line break and I was thinking backside. Okay, I covered it up right here. Clear this bubble. I covered it up right here. My target was a quick scalp back down to the VWAP. The stock was really strong today, so I didn't want to hold it any more longer. So as it came down to the VWAP here at a nice round number at 46, also key support area, I took a lot off right here at 46.11. Okay, and then finally I finish off at within that minute, I finished it off and I closed it out at 46.03, and that got me all my money back from the morning loss here. So that was the trade. 25 shares loss in the morning, and then I saw this trend line snap. I saw this quick scalp move, so I took the trade here, and this was the trade. Okay, now coming over to play here. Yes, the stock rejected and failed a little bit some more. It bounced right off the 200. I could have had another 50 cents on it, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I traded this according to my plan, so it is what it is. Now the stock is sitting at 46.05. So that's play. Next up, we have American Exchange Online. So let's bring that chart up. American Exchange Online. Quite a few trades on this one. Last night I called it for an all-day fader, and I was watching this $19 level as well because I saw the earnings reaction dump, pop up, dump again. So my initial idea was to look for a pop and drop. So right out of the gates as it opens, it pops right into this 19 area where it got stuffed. right at the whole number of 19. So from here, I was already watching this and also yesterday's closing price. So my stop was about here. So I waited one more candle, it stuffed again, and then another green candle, it stuffed again, and then the red candle, and I saw these wicks getting lower as well. So I took the trade right here and 100 shares at 1878, risking a little bit above the highs here. And once the stock came down to the VWAP, I paid myself a little bit here. It came down some more, and I saw it tag the VWAP, failed, and it started chopping around. What was this price here? At 1820. So where was EO? 1823 is where I covered the last a little bit again. And as I draw a horizontal line across, I saw this right here from the after hours. So this is why I paid myself. I mean, if I were to draw this line across, it's exactly the spot where I paid myself here. And I had 25 shares left. By this time, I was up pretty good at 25 shares left, and I was just sitting and waiting. I saw this VWAP tag, it failed, and then eventually it squeezed hard. I stopped out right here, right at my entry point on the last 25 shares. So just to break even, because I saw this come down. I didn't take it off on this cover pop candle. I wanted to wait, and I waited. It failed, but it got bought back up. The next candle, it popped up again. Let's move the bubble out of the way. And it was already squeezing, so I took it right off, and that was my first trade. The next trade was very simple. It was a quick double top here. I saw a double top at this area right here. This versus this. So I took the trade. Next trade here, I shorted 50 shares at 1895. It didn't work. It popped right through. I didn't cut it off right away. I wanted to wait. It came down and then popped again. And as this thing popped back up, I basically took it off because it looked really strong on this wick. This candle turned out green at first, but so I took it right off. I didn't wait until it finished or until it breached. So I took it right off and took a small loss on it of 5 plus 13, 18 cents on 50 shares. Had I held it, yes, I would have been green, but then this would probably stop me out again. Okay, so that's the second trade on it. The third trade, I mean, it's all based along this line here. I saw this line snap. I was watching it. I saw it snap. I saw the lower highs coming in, and I drew this channel up. Basically, I took this trade right here as it snaps the key support area. And if you take a look at this candle looked weak, right? This candle looked really weak. So it was in a downtrend. It came back up, tested the 9 EMA. Also, yesterday's closing price, it failed. So I took the trade and basically just let it ride. And eventually I got stopped out right here on this massive candle because it reclaimed 19 again. So that was it. That was the trade. Gave back some more money. And basically that's it. The 3 trades on AEO. I had a 4th trade here, which I didn't plot out. It was a short sale at 1038. So let's take a look at that. Right here at this candle. Okay. So right here on this candle, as I see it snap, right here. I took this trade here. I saw it snap below this key level here, right? So I basically took the short, and I was looking to write it down, um, and then it squeezed me out again. So a lot of fuckery going on. It squeezed me out, and I covered right here. I think, right? What was my cover? 1047. Covered right here on this candle. So another trade that didn't work. It is what it is, and I like the thesis though. I mean, when major support snaps and it tested, it showed me that it failed. I held on, and then it bust through, and then I held on to wait for confirmation that it's not just a cover pop. It came right back down. That's fine. And then I saw this reverse signal here, another massive green candle. So I basically stopped out. Now this was a good stop out because eventually it held support, and then it bounced a cover pop, right? So that's what it is. Overall, the market, these kind of earnings losing plays or bad earnings reaction plays, I'm gonna play it as like a all day fader. More often than not, they work, but unfortunately today it didn't work. Play The reason why it didn't work as an all day fader is because of the gap down, that it gapped down so much here. I mean, assuming it gapped down so much and is very overextended to the downside, right? I was looking for the backside short here on play, and I did test out the thesis at 46, so it is what it is. Now that it's on its backside, so we don't know what it's gonna do right now. It looks like it's gonna ABCD back up to 47 because it's forming higher lows, higher lows. It's making another trend again. So like a intraday ABCD where you have the run up as the A and then you have the low as the B. You can also see this double bottom here. I mean, right here, right now, right? Now, this is the B. This would be the C as it reclaimed this VWAP. This is probably a nice entry right now. Yeah, look at it. Risking a little bit about below the higher low, but it is 11:30 or past 11:30 already, so I'm not going to trade anymore. I want to bring in the news here on AEO. The reason why this wasn't an all-day fader and it wasn't a short, and it's because of this news. Citigroup today at 7 a.m. this morning, they called out. Now, Citigroup is a very reputable bank, so when they call out the ratings, people actually, like, the market listens to it and quite respects it. Now, they say that the drop was caused the stock to be undervalued, and they put in a buy analyst rating on it, targeting the price at 27. Now, their price is not great. Their pricing is not great, but because the Citigroup analyst came out with this news, hence I think that's why the stock didn't fade all day, and it literally got bought right back up. So pop drop. I wrote this short very well, and then people got in here at the 18 mark and they're riding it. So I'm gonna make a note of 18 in my notebook here and tell myself that this is where the major buyers are. So in the future, I would know, as you can see on the daily chart as well, that's where the buyers are, and that's where I would typically want to buy the dip is this thing falls back. Now, looking at this right now, it's not a short day. It's not a short day, but I was very convicted of making it a short day just because on the daily chart it popped up into this 9 EMA, right? And then it failed. And it was sitting around this area here at 19. So I was looking for it to come down some more, but obviously it didn't. And it is what it is. I mean, what can I say, right? I controlled my losses, so that's not bad. After this short on play, I was basically dead nuts, break even. Okay. And I had what 16 tickets by then, and I was actually up a quarter. Now after this AEO trade, now I'm down 35 and change, but it's past my time, so I'm just gonna call it a day. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out bright and early tomorrow. Ciao.